there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Miami Dolphins. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Yeah, Richardson will throw to start out here. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check, Bobcat! Check, Bobcat!
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. You look at this Niner defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And this is one of those something's got to give games. You've got the number 1 passing team in the NFL against the number 1 defense against the pass. A lot of times, the battle's in the trenches. We know that. We see it all the time. But this one, this game's going to be won on the outside.
Okay,
so now
ready?
an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Fix the Eagles! Fix the Eagles! Hey, man.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They go play action with Richardson. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. And that's an important completion right there, because that's going to do it. With that last pass, he eclipses Peyton Manning's all-time mark of 5,477 pass yards in a single season. I think the Engravers, they can get the MVP trophy ready. There he goes, right side. Down to the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are. This team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big stroke like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kenneth Walker hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division and making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 55 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Achane. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. You look at this Niner defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the number 1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test, going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And he fires one incomplete. This defense for the Niners, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
On 3rd down, Achane. They had a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard strike.
An 8-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Alert! Alert! Go check! Go check!
They'll go. Achane. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside to the outer 3rd, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Here's Walker to start the drive. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Purdy now to throw off the play action. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 95 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Purdy to throw it on first down. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Now Purdy. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. 13 yards there, offset some of the penalty yardage as it's second down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Out of the gun, Purdy. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. First and 10 in the red zone.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now it's second and 10. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, and now third and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Throwing here, Purdy. And that is incomplete. And the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
It's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
And his kick is indeed good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game, Charles, much talked about coming in. And you think there's a real chance this is a Super Bowl preview?
I do, because as things stand, and I'll give you a little bit of a caveat here, that maybe things will shake out a little bit if someone loses along the way. But here we are right now. These are your two current #1 seeds, and I think they're both good enough to make it to the big game. Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Right back to Achane on second down. Fighting to stay on his feet past midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 111 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
10-7 our score after one right here. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Achane here, they stay on the ground. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Check mash, check mash.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Second and a couple.
To the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Trap 50, trap 50. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Achane. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
Go. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Achane once more, and this time he'll score. Touchdown, Miami. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
And oh, he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
They're on the 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Oh, he stays on, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first run of this game.
And they'll bring 4 receivers into the fold here. It's 3rd and long. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Taken right around the 44. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Go, Reed, go. Pat the street, pat the street.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Hey, check that, street.
The slot man in motion right. Richardson now going to fake the jet sweep, and he'll throw off play action. He's got his target. That's complete. That'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. That 3rd down conversion, good for 23. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's #4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Richardson now on 2nd down. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
Well, this can happen when you get man coverage on a tight end. This is a nice route. He's just going to run a corner to the left side and find some open space. That's asking a lot to make a linebacker run with him. And this ball's on the money as they pick up a first down.
1st and 10, it's Richardson. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
At the 49ers' 24-yard line.
Ready.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Ready up. Cut 19. Cut 19. Panther 11. Panther 11. Mustang 19. Ready.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
A 42-yard attempt.
The kick by Sanders is good. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
There's Purdy on 1st and 10. And Walker has it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. First down now, but that clock rolling.
A gain of a yard. First down, San Francisco.
And Walker once more. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line.
And the 49er first down.
On first down, it's Purdy. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And this is caught. Touchdown, 49ers. Jalen Waddle, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. 1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now Richardson has to get them to the line in a hurry now. Richardson to throw on 2nd down. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Richardson looking to throw this. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Dragon 60. 19 life.
Now Richardson. Throw caught by Achane. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
6-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the Dolphins have come back now to regain the lead. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
49ers 16.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the 2nd half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the 1st half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he works free. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 144 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
They'll get that out wide to Waddle. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Play action, now Purdy. He's got a man wide. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the number 2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're number 2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway? Or do you do the best thing and throw the darn thing and try and get in the end zone?
Maybe that's wiser. So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And this one is right through. And that will tie things now at 19 all. So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
At the 25-yard line.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
A give, running right, Achane. And no luck at all to start this drive as they're going to drop him behind the line for a 2nd straight play.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
Warriors 70. Craftsville 80. Check,
They'll
check,
send the
check,
tight end
check.
in motion left.
18 rattling, 18 rattling. Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. First and 10. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. First and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Hands it to Walker to begin the series. He gets away from one. He'll take this to the 46.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6. Purdy will set up to throw it here. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it. Don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Purdy now to throw. That is caught. And he's got this down to the 35. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On first down, Purdy. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And in the second half of a tied game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Purdy from the gun. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now they'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd down and long. Debo going in motion left. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now, what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Here's Richardson to throw. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. Going up top. And that is incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Richardson. And it's intercepted. Inside the 10. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick six.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. The Dolphins on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Richardson to throw off play action. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on third down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it, and were able to keep the drive moving.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now 2nd and 9. A give for Walker running right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. And his kick here is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Let's go now.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
19 tight. 19 tight. Ready?
Off play action. Richardson. Now the Niners get there and bring him down. Chase Young, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. 3rd and long for Richardson. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now, and this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
On the set.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Richardson looking to throw. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
Ready, set.
A run with a former Niner running back. It's Jeff Wilson. Stopped at his tracks by Ahmad Gardner. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Another run for Wilson on 2nd. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
That's good for a Miami Dolphin. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Now Richardson back to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Okay, ready.
Here's 2nd and 10.
79 Broncos. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Hey, smash Broncos. Ready.
Play action. Now Richardson. He'll buy some time right. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year and 3rd overall. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking. Nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates. I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got no thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Two minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Purdy looking to throw. And this one too low.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, old momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Out of the gun, Purdy. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline.
What a call there on 3rd down. Took conviction, didn't it? If this is incomplete, the complexion of this game changes dramatically. Instead, not only is this a 1st down, but it's a big play to boot.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Shelling through the defense, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Walker with another carry. Powerful running. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the 1st.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
So here we go. It's Jake Moody now in a big spot. This to at least make it a 5-point cushion. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And that will keep this a 2-point game. Had a chance to give themselves there some important wiggle room, but what a ride.
Yeah, let's do the simple math here. And you know, for me, it has to be simple. Instead of this thing kind of giving them that wiggle room you talked about, now we're talking about possibly losing a ball game because they left the door open.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense, say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
Richardson. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the 1st down. That's what's vital to them.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
Now.
Now Richardson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. Too far for a field goal. They've got to go. It's fourth down. Fourth down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And you can just about put this one in the win column for the 49ers. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Back to Walker on first down. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on fourth down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the fourth quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This is first and 10. The drive starts with a run from Achane. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. What a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah.